Good afternoon. My name is Dave Wofford, and the topic I chose to speak on today is the National Ski Patrol. And before I get started, I'd like everybody just to have a visual trip with me. Imagine fast forward, we're into the middle of the summer, and it's a beautiful day, and you're up enjoying your favorite activity with your family and friends. And one of your family or friends trips on a rock, falls, and they fracture their arm, and it's really bad. I mean, it's sticking through the skin, and there's blood, and it's really nasty. What are you going to do? Does anybody have any idea what they could do or what they would do? Some people have first aid training. Few people. That's good, because that can happen. It's something that can actually occur, and what you decide to do can make the difference between if someone has a permanent disability for the rest of their life or even lose their life, something simple like that. So the topic, I'm going to talk about the National Ski Patrol, and credibility is that I skied with the Ski Patrol for 4 years. The main points that I hope to inform you about are a little bit of history of skiing and also the Ski Patrol, some of the requirements, and also some of the benefits of skiing with the patrol. Okay, history of skiing. Anybody have any idea of how long skiing has been about, or what the oldest evidence? Anybody have a wild guess how long skiing has been around? Nick?
4,000 years.
That's pretty close, actually longer than that. 6,000 BC was the first evidence of a ski, and that was up in Norway. So they've been skiing for a long time, about 8,000 years. And actually, Gretchen Besser cited in her book about the National Ski Patrol that in 1521 there was evidence of Swedish soldiers carrying their injured with makeshift stretchers on ski, so that's kind of ski patrol-ish. Also in her book, the National Ski Patrol, she cites that there was evidence in Central Asia, so it wasn't just centralized up in Norway, but also in Central Asia, 2500 BC, there was evidence of skiing in the Altai Mountains. Now, a little bit about the United States history of skiing. First records of an informal ski patrol was in 1935. It wasn't official, but expert skiers kind of came together and kind of looked out for the newer skiers. And also back in the 1850s, the Norwegians brought over skiing to the gold miners. So in the Sierra Nevadas, in the 1850s, they used to actually have ski races where they have 4 miners, they would line up 4 across and shoot down the hills and race. And they typically used like a 12-foot ski back then. To me, that I can have a real picturesque image of that going on. Some of the requirements of ski patrol is that if someone decided they wanted to try to become a ski patroller, there's a ski test that they hold every spring. And it's not really difficult. You just have to be competent and maybe an average skier, average to advanced skier. You have to know how to snow plow. That's kind of the basic ski maneuver, and you need to know how to snow plow well. Also, you need to have good edge control, which means that you can slide down the slope and stop when you want to just by using the edge of your ski opposed to the flat part of it. And also what's critical is whatever mountain you're attempting to ski patrol on, you need to know the mountain, you need to know the routes, you need to know all the different locations. It's critical. I mean, if someone's going to call you, you need to know where to respond to. Another requirement is there's an outdoor emergency care class, and the story in the beginning kind of relates to this class is really thorough. It's actually over 100 hours, but you can take care of it through one summer. Some of the information or some of the requirements in that outdoor emergency care, there's several written tests, of course. They want to make sure that you're actually paying attention and learning. There's hands-on testing. where that is difficult for most people. People are observing you do things physically, and make sure that you do it correctly. Some other skills that you learn through the outdoor emergency care would be CPR. Anybody know CPR in here? A couple people, that's great, that's a good start. AED, automatic electroshock device, that's if someone has a heart attack, it's really easy to hook that machine up and save their life. Also, how to use oxygen. Following winter, you would put all those skills to test or to use and refine those. Some of the benefits of ski patrolling is you get a free ski pass. You get to ski anytime you want up there, which is great. If you're a senior patroller, they'll actually give you an additional pass for a family member. 50% food discounts. Some of the opportunities up there, you get to ski with a lot of different folks. Some are life flight personnel, there's doctors, there's nurses. You get to intermingle and learn from these people, which is a great opportunity. I think some of the best benefits too is you get a great feeling when you're able to help people, and you have the ability to help your family and friends in case there's an accident. So in conclusion, I talked about the National Ski Patrol, covered some of the main points, the history of the ski patrols and skiing, some of the requirements, and also some of the benefits. And in conclusion, I want to mention that there's positions up there that don't even require skiing at the ski patrol hut. I mean, you can just use your first aid while you learn your skiing. So if anybody has any questions or wants to find out anything more about the ski patrol, feel free to contact me or Bogus Basin. There's a website. And it was a whole lot of fun. Thank you. Thanks for your attention.